This video is gonna be about the 5 reasons I switched from Can-Am to Honda. And the first reason really is the reliability and the pricing of them. The axles, front diff, all that stuff's cheap. You could get it, probably the front diff and 2 axles for $300, probably less if you find a good deal on Marketplace. A Can-Am, you're gonna pay at least $1,200 just for the front diff. Then the axles, $100 a piece. So right there, you're already at $1,400. And it just, you never know what could go wrong with a Can-Am. Belt, the transmission, all that stuff. Just way cheaper to have a Honda fix it, do the same thing. And then also like modifications, aftermarket stuff, it's all a lot cheaper. A Can-Am does look better, and it rides smoother. Well, I don't have the power steering version, so the power steering might ride a little better for the Honda, but the Can-Am definitely rides better. But as of right now, I might get another one, but as of right now, I want to go play in the water a little bit more, and I didn't want to do that with my Can-Am. This worst thing, change the top end. The top end is not expensive. You don't have to take the whole motor out the bike to fix it, or if you sink it, you don't have to take the whole motor, split the case, all that. That's the best way to do it for a Can-Am. A Honda, you could just drain the oil, flush it out, run it with some diesel for a little bit if it's bad, flush that out, and then keep riding. A lot easier to work on. Alright, I'm gonna ride around, go into my second reason on why I switched to a Honda, and that's because of the weight. A Can-Am is about 1,200 pounds. Dry weight, they say. A Honda, I believe, is around 400 to 500. So that's about 600 pounds at least you're saving, dry weight wise. And you just sink whenever you hit a mud hole. This you could kind of float on top. You could crawl a little bit more. You could crawl with Can-Ams, but they're more of a full send type of bike all the time. So I want to switch it up from just doing that all the time. Try some different things on the Honda. That'd be my second reason, the weight, big weight difference. My third reason is turning radius and trail riding. If you're trail riding, you want to be able to turn sharp and get into tight spaces, stuff like that. And with the Can-Am, it just, most of the time you gotta do a 3-point turn or a 4 or 5, and it's just too big for the trails. Well, around here, and some trails in general, you could squeeze in a lot more spaces with a Honda. Plastics aren't as expensive, so you can scratch them up a little more too, if you're not worried about that. But that's my second reason. I mean, my third reason, the turning radius. You can turn around way sharper, and you don't have to worry about having to switch into reverse, switch back. And also with the weight, you can swing it around a lot easier. It's a lot safer really than a Can-Am to be drifting. So it's a little more fun if you just trail riding and stuff. You don't have to deal with almost flipping it if you hit it too hard. So that's a good thing about the Hondas. reliability, the weight, the turning radius. And then I'm gonna get into my fourth reason, which is traveling. I want to start going to a lot more mud parks, and I don't use a trailer. I usually put my four-wheeler in the back of my truck, and that the Can-Am, it won't fit with the tailgate closed, so that's one thing. Then it's also at least 600 pounds more, so you're burning more fuel and more wear and tear on the truck over time, riding on bad roads and stuff, stressing the suspension. So just in general, this is a lot easier to travel with in the back of my truck, and I don't want to pull a trailer right now. It's a lot simpler just to put it in the back of my truck and then unload it, load it back. So that's my fourth reason, traveling. I will be going to more mud parks and stuff. We get some new tires. Don't know how soon I'm gonna go, but I will go to one soon. Should go this month. Sabine, maybe Zona. Tower Tracks. The three I'm thinking between. But I'm gonna get into my fifth reason. Alright, let me get into my fifth reason, and that's gonna be the gears instead of a belt. Now, the belt's not bad, it's just, it slips, and I just feel like I'd rather the way the gears ride, and it's more reliable. Because I mean, if your gears bust, you're done with for the rest of the ride, but that's not likely it's gonna happen on the Honda. If you keep up with your maintenance and keep everything upright, you shouldn't have to worry about that. The other thing is a belt. A belt you could change on the trail, but you're also more likely to burn the belt up before you burn your gears up. And it's pretty easy to smoke your belt if you're not in the right. If you're in high and you should be in low, you'll burn your belt up pretty quick. And then you can also put gear reductions and stuff like that in the Honda. That's what I plan on doing to this one. I don't know how big I'm gonna go, but I'll put a gear reduction in it. Probably for at least 32s, and then to turn the 30s real good, because they'll turn 30s, but in some thick stuff, depending on which ones you have, they'll start bogging down. That's the only good thing about Can-Am. Out the factory, you can put 32s on it. Sometimes you may bog, but for the most part you won't. I definitely would get one in the future again. I don't know if I'll go with an Outlander or maybe try a Renegade. Don't know if I'll go with 650, 1,000. Just have to see whenever the time comes. I'm gonna stay on the Honda for a bit. Snorkel it, get some water hose. But if you got a Honda or a Can-Am, let me know in the comments. If you switched, tell me why you switched. If you didn't, tell me why you didn't. And if you think I should have, let me know. Or if I should have kept the Can-Am. Which one y'all rather? But that's gonna be it for this video. Y'all like and subscribe, and I'll have some more content coming. Some more riding. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm gonna try to get on a good schedule upload.